Cooking, where we show you how to make delicious exotic food from many parts of the world fast and easy. So today we are going to be making a beautiful salad. It's called Thai beef salad. In Thailand, it's called yum nui. Yum meaning salad, nui meaning beef. So Thai beef salad. And you can make it as spicy or as mild, but the flavor is tremendous. It's usually the four S's: salty, sweet, sour, and spicy. With this salad, it's mostly it's sour and spicy, with a tinge, with a hint of sweetness and saltiness. Okay, the first thing we need to do is, you can see we've cut our ingredients, and which we will go through soon. But the first thing we need to do is marinate our steak. Okay? This is just plain steak, marinating steak. And how do we marinate it? Little bit of fish sauce, which gives it the saltiness. And we marinate it for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Just put the fish sauce on top, and then a bit of pepper. Okay? That's it. That's the marinade. So simple. And then we turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Now, after I've done this, I'll show you the ingredients and then we will get started. So, let's just do this very quickly and put it away. Beautiful. Excellent. That's done. Put it to the side. Okay. So let's now discuss the ingredients that go into a Thai beef salad. We have everything cut up to save us time, but the most important ingredient in Thai beef salad is lime. Lime gives it the sourness and the beautiful, beautiful taste. You can use one lime, you can use more lime, depending on how sour you want it. The next one is coriander stems. It's the stem of the coriander beef. So we don't use the leaves per se, we use the stems because they have so much flavor. Next, chilies. Thai chilies, or you can use any chilies, but Thai chilies work better. And garlic. We've got 2 cloves of garlic chopped up. The most important tool, one of the most important utensils rather, in Thai cooking is the mortar and pestle. Because Thais make everything very fresh. And everything is pounded so the juices come out, and then they make the food with whatever they have in the sauce. Okay, so next we're going to talk about the ingredients for garnishing. Gotta have my glass of wine. All right, so when we finish tossing the steak after it's cooked into the sauce, we're going to put more vegetables in there. What are they? Red onions. Amazing flavor and great color. Tomatoes. Okay? Celery. Now you could use celery for the crunchiness, or you could use cucumbers, whatever, or long beans, whatever you feel like. Spring onions. And finally, mint, to give it that beautiful minty flavor and that minty smell. Okay? So our steak is marinating, and we'll get started soon. Hello, welcome back. Okay, just having a sip of wine. Our steak is ready to cook, and what we've done is put some oil in a pan, medium heat. Let the oil get quite hot, and it looks quite hot. Here's our steak. So what we do is actually just, again, my hands are clean. Actually simply put the steak away from you. Okay? Now this is going to cook for about 5 to 7 minutes on medium heat, and we're just going to... Great, it's been about 5 minutes and we're ready to flip the steak. There we are. Beautiful char on the edges. And you notice on the sides it might be a little still red. And once this side is cooked, we're just going to make sure the sides are cooked as well. So our steak is more or less done. And we're just going to put it back on the same plate with the juices it had. and let it sit for at least 5 minutes. 5 to 7 to 10 minutes, it's okay. What happens is the steak starts developing the flavors. If you start cutting it now, you're just gonna get bland, very bland steak. So please, just leave it for 5 minutes at least. Okay, our steak is done and we're letting it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. That's the key to a good steak. Once it's cooked, you gotta leave it for 5 to 10 minutes. So, now we're gonna make the sauce. How do we make the sauce? Number one, you need a mortar and pestle. Okay. Number two, we're gonna first put the lime in there. Okay. Cut into fours. If you feel that you need more lime, throw some more lime in. But here we are. Okay, we're gonna just put the lime in there. Put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. I don't know if you know that song. I'm an old man, I remember that. Okay, so you notice I'm throwing the lime in there. Why am I doing that? Because there's a lot of flavor in the skin. And we're gonna take the lime out, of course. But first I'm gonna pound the lime so that we get everything out of the skin. Here it is. And this tends to fly in your face, so be careful. Okay, so that's done. You can take that out. Next are the three ingredients. First, garlic and chilies. Make sure they're all in there. Don't worry, my hands are clean. Garlic and chilies, the lime in there. And coriander root. That's coriander stem, sorry. Okay, perfect. Put them all in there. And now we're gonna pound that. So it becomes a nice, beautiful, pasty, smelly. Amazing. So here it is, I'm pounding it out. Pounding. So the chilies are being pounded, the garlic is being pounded, all the juices are coming out of the coriander stems. Amazing. Amazing smell. Now some people find it very sour or very spicy. What I do, it's amazing aroma. What I do is I put in a couple of teaspoons of sugar to give it the sweetness. Okay? This is brown sugar. You can use white sugar, you can use palm sugar. Palm sugar works really well in this. Okay, here we go. Pound it again. Mix up the sugar with the rest of the ingredients. Now you notice, it doesn't seem to have enough lime. But at the end, it will be. Okay. Oh my God, the smell is amazing. Remarkable. So I have a couple more limes. I'm just going to put them in. And we're going to taste it before we toss it. So here we go. Yes. And here we go. Okay. Now, how do we get the saltiness in here? You ask. I didn't put any salt in there, did I? No. The saltiness comes from the fish sauce we're going to use. Just a cupful. Just a little bit. There we go. I call this a cup. It's not a cup, it's a lid full. Yep, there we go. That will give you the saltiness. Again. So now, we've got sweet, sour, salty, and spicy from the chilies that we're pounding in there. Okay? All right. So the sauce is done. Next step is to cut the steak. Okay, our steak's been resting for about 7 minutes now, and now we're ready to cut it. Now, this steak, you always cut it against the grain. Against the grain. So you figure out where the grain is. The grain in the steak is running this way. You can see it. So we are going to cut it this way. Okay? Why do we do that? Because it's just easier to eat, and it gives a great flavor. That's the steak right there. It looks amazing. It's actually medium. Some people like it medium rare. I prefer it medium. Why? Because when you actually put it in the sauce, integrate it, it's going to cook in the sauce. just amazing. You notice the flavor from the steak? I'm just going to incorporate that into the sauce right now while I'm still cutting the steak. The longer the steak sits, the better. So, just put it all in there. Now there's one more thing, and I keep this to the end, that I'm going to incorporate into the sauce. You want that minty flavor, but you just don't want to put mint leaves on top. So you want to put some mint leaves now, and pound it as well while you're waiting for the steak. And while you're cooking the steak. You can do this at any time, you can do it earlier, but I prefer to do it at the end because it just brings out that incredible mint flavor. Delicious. Okay, so here we are. Just gonna trim down the steak. 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, not very thick pieces because it's just hard to eat and it just doesn't taste the same. Here, it's subtle, it's fantastic actually. In the steak, in the sauce. Okay, we've trimmed our steak. Beautiful pieces. You can see the medium, it's done medium in the center. It's perfect. So, we have the sauce, we have the steak. What are we going to do next? First, we're going to put the steak into a bowl where we're going to toss everything. Okay? Very simple. Now we're going to make our salad. Really, very easy. Now that all of the hard part is done. Now, we have our sauce. You can see it's watery and it's spicy, it's sour, minty, beautiful flavors. Okay, toss it in. Don't miss anything. Put everything in there. I really should be using this spout here. Excellent. Okay. Oh, the smell is just, it's hard to describe on the YouTube video, I'm sorry. But the smell is really remarkable. If you try it, you'll know what I mean. Alright, so that's done. Now we're going to toss it. How do we toss it? Very simple. You can use your hands or you just toss it. That's it. In the meat. Let all the flavor get into the meat. Let the meat just pull that flavor out. There we are. Okay. There we are. Amazing. Next is all the stuff, the vegetables that go in. So, first, we're going to put the onions. Okay. For this much steak, I guess this many onions is okay. Now, if you are, you have a problem with onions, you can use another vegetable. It's okay, but the onions really give it a beautiful flavor and a beautiful color. Now, you notice something. When the steak is incorporated into the sauce, you notice the color changes. It's starting to cook in the sauce. It's remarkable. It's becoming a little more brown. Alright, I think that's enough onions. Tomatoes. Throw in the tomatoes. A lot of Thai people will put the tomatoes on the side of the platter. Not me. I incorporate them right into the salad. Okay? You can cut them into cubes, you can put them in slices like this, entirely up to you. There we go. Now, spring onions. Just a few. At the beginning, because we're going to use more spring onions as a garnish at the end. Okay? Next, the mint. The mint that we have left over. Now, we already have mint in the sauce, so I'm not going to put too much mint, but just enough to incorporate into the steak. The Thai beef salad. Wow, amazing. Last but not least, celery. Celery will give it the crunchiness, but if you don't like celery, don't put celery. Put cucumbers. Put carrots, julienne carrots. You can do whatever you want, as long as the steak is properly cooked and the sauce is properly made. This is all up to you at the end, right? So here we are, our Thai beef salad. Now we're gonna plate it. So to plate it, you need a platter, obviously. Maybe this platter is too big, but we're just going to put it in. There it is, with the sauce, coriander leaves, and everything in there. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a beautiful, fragrant, absolutely amazing Thai leaf salad. Let me try one, and I can't resist. Let me see how it is. Oh my God. The meat is tender. It's got this incredible, spicy, sour, sweet, salty taste. Very hard to describe, but really, really delicious. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like if you like the video, and share. If you would like to be notified, press the bell at the bottom and you'll receive automatic notifications. I thank you for listening, and I hope you tried this recipe. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, that is a little spicy. Guys, I bid you adieu.